afternoon, everybody. It is meteorologist Adrian's weather forecast, and welcome back to another video, guys. Sorry I could not post yesterday. I had again a soccer tournament. Got home at around 9 o'clock. Very sorry, guys. I was planning on posting a video, but I got home very late, and I'm very sorry about that. But today I do have time to make a video, so that is good. So basically, this video is going to be basically about another severe threat. Yes, another one. So this is just going to be another. After another one, there's going to be another one coming. So again, more rain more severe weather for parts of the not the Midwest, from the plains all the way to parts of the southeast again. So again, going to be a lot more rain coming in. So not a break. So guys, this is 24 hours. There's going to be actually like two parts from this storm. The biggest threat will be in the southern part, but there will be a northern part bringing some rain for parts of the Midwest and northern plains. But so 30 hours, you can see it's connected. You can see it's actually connected all the way from parts of the north to parts of the south. But again, the biggest severe threat will be again in the south. Could be a moderate rain for parts of the Midwest and plains, but that's not the biggest threat. It can be from light to moderate, but here, as you can see in Texas, in parts of Arkansas and Louisiana, it's going to be quite heavy in 42 hours from now, and it's going to be quite light to moderate. So the southern part of the storm is the biggest threat, and then it's going to bring quite a bit of rain stretching from all the way to parts of Canada, to parts of the south, even parts of the northeast. But you see, it's quite a big rainstorm. But again, the biggest threat will be in the south. You can see very heavy rain, actually, maybe even ranging the parts of southern Indiana. So the heaviest rain will stretch a bit more north. It's so dark you can't really see my black. But it's going to stretch all the way to parts of southern Indiana, southern Illinois, parts of western Kentucky, even parts of near the Mississippi River. So I will not be surprised as we get closer. They will have flood warnings for parts of the counties near the Mississippi River, as they've gotten a lot of rain, and they've already been over the flood range. So they're going to get a lot more rain, and it's very dangerous, as this is going to bring a lot of heavy downpours. Multi-celled storms can be in this storm too. Very heavy rain, just constant rain coming down. Could flood some areas, bring tornadoes and large hail for the areas in this very heavy rain. And then again, going to bring some rain for parts of the northeast, but it's going to be a lot lighter. So by 72 hours from now, so this is actually Friday, it's going to again still bring some areas of rain all the way to parts of Maine. Bring some moderate rain, a bit more heavier for parts of the central Ohio area. Maybe even northern Kentucky can have a slight to a small chance of getting some severe weather, but it's a very small chance. And then again, going to be some more severe weather. The heaviest will be in the south. If you're wondering, why is the severe weather always in the southern part of it? Why is there not this severe weather for parts of the northern part? Well, yes, there are some severe weather for parts of the northern parts of the northeast. Even the Midwest have getting some severe weather. But most of the time, it is in the south, because I don't know if you guys knew this, but when you usually see the biggest thunderstorms in the spring and summer, and not really in the spring and fall. Usually, you just see rain in the winter. The reason why is that because it's a lot warmer in spring and summer. As you get into the day, it gets 70s, 80s, even 90s, maybe even 100s in the summer. In winter, you can get ranging from the 60s to the negative, depending where you live. But the more north you live, the lower the chance you have severe weather, and the warmer you have is the biggest chance. As the warmer it is, the biggest chance for those clouds leveling up and creating those severe weather. Basically, the warmth is feeding the thunderstorm to be even more severe. Let's get to 84 hours from now. It moves for parts of Georgia and the Carolinas quite fast, except if you live in the northern part of the North Carolina. And then it's going to start bringing quite some moderate rain, maybe even severe weather for parts of northern Virginia and for parts of southern Pennsylvania. Sorry, this had to pop out. I'm not sure why. Actually going to bring some severe weather, maybe even parts of central Florida. Bringing some light rain all the way to parts of Vermont to Kentucky and parts of Tennessee. 96 hours from now, you can see the heaviest band of that's actually touching land will be off the coast of the New England area, and then the heaviest will be right here in the Atlantic Ocean. That would be very dangerous if it was on land. But again, maybe bring a mix of rain and snow for parts of Ohio, but gonna bring some light rain for parts of the Kentucky area, all the way to parts of New York. And then the heaviest will be near the New England area on Saturday, and then it's gonna go off into Canada and then the Atlantic Ocean. But let's check another. This checks the GFS now. So this is again Thursday when it's beginning. You see that heavy rain for parts of the Midwest and plains, and then that for the southern part, and then they actually meet. So yeah, it's going to be quite a big rainstorm actually. So you can see they actually connect. The GFS is actually showing a very small connection right here. It's a bit small of a connection, as in the European model it was a very big connection. But yeah, you can see very heavy rain for parts of the eastern Texas area, southeastern Arkansas, and northern Louisiana. And yes, those are the areas that got that moderate chance of getting severe weather, and so they might get some more severe weather, especially in those areas who got tornadoes, such as Franklin County, Texas, and parts of Arkansas. They're going to get some more severe weather, so something you need to watch out for. Some areas that are in the areas that are getting some very heavy rain haven't recovered from the tornadoes so that they just got hit by. So this is going to be a very big threat for the people who are still recovering. Their houses are still down. This will be a very dangerous storm, especially since a lot of people in these areas don't have power, don't have houses, don't have towns. Very dangerous, as people aren't prepared for this storm. Okay. Oops, sorry guys, something happened. Oops. Sorry guys, something happened. I'm not sure what. Really sorry. Okay. Alright, let's go back. So let's go back. So this is what we saw. Let's go back. Okay, so this is what's looking on Thursday. It's again the afternoon. You're probably getting out of school, evening, maybe after school activities. It's going to bring, now you see a bit more of a connection in these storms, bringing a lot of rain all the way to parts of the Gulf Coast, all the way to parts of British Columbia, sorry, to Canada. British Columbia's over here. The biggest threat for severe weather would be for northern Arkansas, parts of southern Missouri, parts of, again, even stretching to parts of southern Illinois and Indiana. Going to bring a lot of rain for those areas. So just be very cautious as what's going to bring. Let's go to Friday. Very heavy rain for parts of the northern parts of Mississippi, all the way northern Alabama, all the way to central Mississippi, and then another heavy band for parts of the southern Illinois, southern Indiana, southern parts of Missouri, and parts of Kentucky. So you can see a relationship of what we saw in the European model, and they're going to bring some moderate rain for parts of the northern part of the country, even the parts of Canada. Going to bring very heavy rain on Friday for parts of my area, and also for this is very dark. You can't really see my black. You can't even see my yellow, but I'm just gonna go with my black. Very heavy rain. Hold on, guys. This is a marker. Very heavy rain for parts of the central Georgia, northern South Carolina, even the little peak of southern North Carolina, all the way to the southeastern part of Alabama. And there's a tornado for parts of southeastern Alabama and then parts of Georgia right here. Again, they're going to get very heavy rain with the storm. So again, they are not prepared. They got hit the latest compared to Texas. They got hit after the tornadoes in Texas. So they still have a lot more to recover from. And just, yeah, very dangerous as these people are not prepared. And then the storms move off, bring some very heavy rain for parts of Virginia. And then it's going to bring, again, that rain for parts of Northeast. Let's check out what's going on and what the chances are of having severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. So this is what it's looking like on day 2. This is day 2. So going to bring a marginal risk for all the way to parts of southern Wisconsin, all the way to parts of the Mexico border. So those including parts of Houston, Texas, Memphis, Tennessee, Omaha, Nebraska, St. Louis, Missouri, Corpus Christi, Texas, even parts of Madison, Wisconsin. They didn't have that there. So yeah, that's the marginal risk. So smaller than a slight. So there's probably I would say a 15 to 10% chance of having severe weather. So those areas won't really have the biggest threat on day 2. Not meaning they're not going to have a big threat. I'm just saying on day 2, when it's beginning for parts of, you saw on the radar, it's beginning in the parts of Texas and northern plains and central plains. So it doesn't mean you're not going to get severe weather. It just means you're not going to get severe weather on day 2. Slight chance has a bit bigger chance for having severe weather on day 2. And those includes parts of San Antonio, Texas, Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City on the Missouri side, and both sides, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Wichita, Kansas, and Shreveport, Louisiana. So again, Shreveport just got hit very hard by this past storm, and they are on the slight chance, a bit better compared, but they will get very hard on day 3. And then enhanced risk is the areas that are having the biggest threat on day 2. They're getting the biggest threat on day 2 for the so they have an enhanced risk of getting severe weather. So they will have the biggest threat, including parts of Dallas, Austin, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Arlington, Texas. So some of these areas actually didn't get the biggest severe threat when the last storm, such as Dallas, Oklahoma City. They didn't get the biggest threat. Yes, they got some severe threat or severe weather, just a little bit, but this is where they're gonna get the biggest amount on day 2. Let's get to day 3. So day 3, as you can see, now you see those areas in the south getting hit as who got hit very hard, such as parts of the Louisiana, Mississippi area, maybe even parts of the Alabama border. Okay, sorry, something happened. So yeah, gonna get parts of New Orleans, now getting parts of the coastal areas of Louisiana instead of the northern part. So some areas that got hit very severe weather for Louisiana and Texas can have a break on day 3 as this storm moves east very fast. So some areas in the marginal risk, which are in the dark green, that will have a smaller chance of getting severe weather on day 3, will include parts of Houston, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, parts of St. Louis, Louisville, and Shreveport, Louisiana. So Shreveport will have a smaller chance on day 3, and a slight chance will have, again, a bigger threat of severe weather, but it won't be a very big threat or a big percentage. So including parts of Memphis, Tennessee, Birmingham, Montgomery, and Mobile. So a lot of big cities are in a slight chance. We have parts of, again, Memphis, Nashville. Nashville getting in parts of slight. And then for parts of the enhanced risk, they do have the biggest threat of getting the severe weather on day 3 as it moves east with heavy bands and possible multi-cell storms, including parts of New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Jackson, Mississippi, parts of Lafayette, Louisiana. So yeah, a lot of areas getting, again, Jackson, Mississippi got hit very hard in the last storm. They're gonna get hit again. Just gonna be just constant rain. New Orleans gonna get a bigger threat compared to last time. So is parts of Baton Rouge. They're gonna get some very severe weather. Let's go on to day 4 as the storm moves more east. So in this yellow, you have a 15% chance of having some severe weather, including parts of Jacksonville, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., Virginia Beach, Raleigh. As you can see, it's getting parts of the Mid-Atlantic areas, D.C. area, parts of Raleigh, Virginia Beach. Those areas have a 15% chance of getting severe weather on day 4. So I believe day 4 will be in between Friday and Saturday, I believe. Let's get to the Cape on thunderstorms. So this is Wednesday when the storm is beginning for parts of the plains and for parts of Texas. So let's check out what's going on. So parts of Oklahoma City can have a 1,800 joules per kilogram, 2,100 joules per kilogram near the border of Texas. We have 2,100 joules per kilogram. Not really powerful as the storm is just getting started. Let's go to 2 p.m. see what's going on. you can see it intensifies a lot more, and I mean a lot more. You can have 2,900, you can have 3,000, you can have parts of near the Wichita area 2,600, 2,700, 2,800, 2,900, 2,600 joules per kilogram. Dallas can have 2,300. And yeah, just a lot more compared to last time. 3,100 joules, or not last time, I mean, what compared in 11 a.m. 3,100 joules per kilogram. The area with the biggest threat with the most energy will be in the areas from northern Oklahoma, north of Oklahoma City, actually, on when school is about to let out. They will have severe weather and a good threat. 5 p.m., very, very high numbers, especially near the border of Kansas and Oklahoma. We can have 3,300, 3,600 for some areas, 2,700 near Missouri border with Arkansas and Oklahoma, 3,200, 3,100. We have 3,200 for parts of northern Oklahoma. Now the worst of it will be near the Dallas area, as you can get 3,300, 3,400. Dallas getting 3,200 joules per kilogram. Now you can see why they are in the bigger threat for severe weather compared to last time. North of Dallas, 3,500 joules per kilogram. Very, very high chance for some possible dangerous severe weather. 3,200, 3,500 near the Austin area. A lot of severe weather. 8 p.m. It goes a part of near the more into the southern part of Texas. 3,400, 3,600 or 500, even 3,700 for parts of the southern part of Oklahoma. It's right here. I just passed it. But 3,700 near this area, near the southern part of Oklahoma. 3,000. We have 3,000 for parts of most of the eastern part of Oklahoma. For parts of Texas, 3,500. 3,700 near the right here is where we can have actually a possible tornado. As you can see, the big color difference, very fast. There can have some circulation. As you can see, the big color changes in between the area. 3,200, 3,100. Dallas can have 3,300. You can see it's intensifying as we get on the day. This is where school's over. 3,300, 2,900, 3,200 from the Austin area. So just a lot of energy going into the storm. 11 p.m. Gonna bring quite some energy parts of the Oklahoma area. Let's get to Thursday, as it's going to move into the parts of the eastern part. Let's go to 4 p.m. as it goes into the east. It's not going to be a lot of energy, actually, with the storm as it moves east. So that's why there's not going to be a moderate chance for severe weather, as there's not going to be not a lot of energy behind these storms. Yes, there are going to be some heavy bands in your area, but there just won't be a lot of energy. Friday, not even a lot of energy either. So, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys got a good understanding on the storm. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. My goal is 1K. We're a couple hundred subscribers away from there. So yeah, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.